Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. Today, we are flipping through Mad Magazine number 380, released April 1999. Our price, $2.50, which is indeed cheap. But before we get into that, let us first say, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. All right. All of the smartest viewers leave comments. That's actually a recent study done by YouTube determined that the most intelligent viewers leave comments. If you want to support me in another way, a monetary way, patreon.com/flippin through. Um, what do you get? Let me get what you get. You get a 6 set of stickers, and you can get a stencil if you give me enough money, or even if you ask nicely. This thing is awesome. It's created with love on my very own 3D printer. Take it off, then I kiss it, then I send it to you. Okay, part of the deal. Package deal comes with a kiss. Um, Here are the people that I get to thank for supporting me on Patreon: Misamo, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, let me go back overhead. Oh, before I do, actually, I want to show you guys something that I made. Might have to, wait, oh, here it is. Um, I just thought it'd be kind of cool. These are like little prototypes, some buttons to honor some of the main crew that first made Maggot Magazine. I have a button maker, but it's not great quality, so I think I'm gonna have to uh, farm it out to like a pro, a button pro. But anyway, so there's Harvey Kurtzman, Will Elder, um, Jack Davis, and Wally Wood. And I like that. I think it's kind of cool. You know, if you're really like clever, you notice that it's the backgrounds of the four colors of the four color printing process that was utilized in magazines. Anyway, if there's interest in that, let me know. I was maybe making them for the Patreon and then sell them if people don't want to give me money on Patreon. Here we go. Wait, here or not, we go. 1, 2, 3. Booyah. I'm back, baby. Um, I thought this is such a cool cover, and I don't remember this cover at all. I think this was one that I owned, but I don't have the paper wrap for it. It was during the time I was reading it, 1999. Um, and obviously, what stands out about it? It's the 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 claymation, the clay sculpture of Alfred E. Newman and Alex Trebek on the cover of this. It's like it's so strange. It's almost like I guess around this time period there were the Celebrity Death Match was happening on MTV. I think so. Maybe it's like a little bit of a nod to that. Um, they don't talk about Celebrity Death Match in the issue, but I think this is so cool, especially the claymation Alfred E. Newman. I just loved it. And it's just such a unique cover. So in this issue, Rushmore, Star Trek Insurrection, and a contestant's guide to destroying Jeopardy. Um, here is, um, I'm gonna say like probably my least favorite Mad subscription ads. Um, these things I just hate the look of them. I hate looking at them. This man, Dan Brown, I don't like looking at him. No offense to you, Dan Brown. Please tag him in the comments if you can. Um, I just it I don't know. I didn't get it. It did not make me want to subscribe to Mad. You guys know what gets me subscribing to Mad, and that's suicide humor. Um, Here we have just the worst table of contents of all time. Along with, let's look at the masthead: William Gaines, founder; Jeanette Kahn, president and editor in chief; Paul Levitz, executive vice president and publisher. That Jeanette Kahn and Paul Levitz, they were owned by or like run by DC Comics at this point. So that's sort of what that's about. I'm pretty sure. Um, Nick Meglin and John Ficarra are the editors. Then editorial Joe Orlando. Ooh, he's been around for a while. Consulting editor Charlie Cadu and Joe Ravioli. Senior editors David Shane. Associate ever Amy Mavrickus. Assistant editor, can't even say the words. And Dick DiBartolo, creative consultant. He was consulting in 99. Annie Gaines, managing editor. Dorothy Crouch, VP, licensed publishing and associate publisher. Then the art department is Nadina Simone, acting art director. Leonard Brenner, graphics consultant. Old Tommy Nozakowski, production. And Marla Weissenborn, production assistant. Then circulation, Dan Brown. Um, Tracy Bowen, manager, newsstand sales. And then some admin. Do I have to read them all? I am not. I'm giving up in the last part. In the letters department, every once in a while, listen, I know I like kind of go hard at photos of kids sometimes because I don't know. I don't want to see it most of the time. Okay, because your kid doesn't look that much like Alfred E. Newman. They just lost their front tooth. It takes a little bit more. Um, so normally I don't like it. I think this is kind of cool every once in a while, seeing like a bunch of people who read Mad Magazine. You get like kind of wild shots like this, a guy with his whole classroom of students holding them up. Um, they're like, it's kind of funny because a bunch of these look bagged and boarded. Like this dude's such a nerd. He's not even. He's like, no, no, no. Leave them in the bags and boards, kids. All right, you don't actually get to read these. Um, but it's just smart because he'd probably lose his job. Um, anyway, we're just gonna move on. Here's Star Black, Imperfection, and I hate Star Trek. Not interested. Maybe the original TV show, but not any type of these movies. Here, I thought this is so funny. Some of these marginals are pretty good. I'm going to try to remember to check them out. How often does this happen to those beefcake kilted men? Um, you just have these like weird, weak perverts who are like, I need a woman. I need an Amazonian to come and bench press me and give me kisses. Um, and then what is this one? I don't know. I can't even read that one. Had I don't know, an alligator or something. Whatever. I just wanted to look at that kilt one because it had a pretty lady in it. Maybe that's what I'm looking for is some giant Amazonian to bench press me. Clues you've chosen. A really bad funeral parlor. I can't ignore a John Caldwell bit, right? You know that's not going to happen. He's great. He's great with these little one-panel cartoons. The services suffer frequent interruptions as a technician checks the formaldehyde every 300 mourners. The open casket presentation leaves a lot to be desired. I like this balance, right? Like this one, you know, this is the same as this, right? Like it doesn't like the two things are basically the same joke. But this one, you really need the visual to finish the punchline of the written joke, and he does a good balance of that because I think both are useful sometimes. In place of the usual collage of snapshots chronicling the life of the deceased, grisly autopsy photos. Oh boy, it is fun, right? It is fun looking at those photos. Um, en route to the cemetery, the funeral director leads the procession through his cousin's car wash. At the memorial service, you're not thoroughly convinced your Aunt Thelma would have wanted a magician. The crematory urn suspiciously resembles the 7-Eleven Big Gulp beverage container. I love that. Instead of respectfully greeting mourners at the door, funeral director hustles tickets for a 50-50 raffle. What is a 50-50 raffle? I was just at, that's so funny. I was just at a fish fry and there was a 50-50 raffle. What? Because your chances aren't 50-50. Surely, your chances are however many tickets were sold. Why is it called a 50-50 raffle? Anyway, there's Mr. Peanut. I like that. This one I had to talk about. How Monica Lewinsky changed the world. And I feel like doing a little bit of commentary because I was like 14 when this issue came out. Came out in 99. I was born in 85. Yeah, I was around 14 probably. And I kind of had an idea of what was going on. Didn't fully understand what the stain was. I didn't know it was seminal fluid. Sorry, this is a family show. But um I like now I feel so bad for this woman now. I mean, she was the butt of every single joke. And she had this like friend that like led her into this whole thing. And I don't know. I just feel bad for her, man. I mean, like, I don't think she's like destitute at this point. Like, she made like a handbag thing, right? She like started a handbag company or something. But it's bizarre. I feel the world is a pretty harsh place for her, and that's too bad. About 15 cameramen wasted 2 years of their lives standing outside Ken Starr's driveway, filming 8 seconds of dumb footage of him smiling like an idiot and getting into his car with that friggin' cup of coffee every day. 14 million college graduates took the intern credit right off their resume. Um, for the first time in her life, Linda Tripp experienced the feeling of telling someone else, "That dress makes you look fat." Jesus. Legendary French mime Marcel, anyway, got bumped down to the number 2 slot, the world's most well-known beret wearers. Yeah, she wore a beret and she thought she looked so like cute in it. Like Letterman's and Leno's writers got to knock off every night's monologue by noon and leave work early. Across our great land, thousands of aspiring limerick writers simultaneously thought they were being unbelievably clever by using the end rhyme harmonica. What? Who wrote this? Oh my god. No, what I do like, this is a late stage Paul Coker. Oh, this is Desmond Devlin. So that's why it's like sometimes bordering on nonsensical. And I love it. Paul Coker is doing the art, and it's like late stage Paul Coker, 99. He's been at it for a while. He's still got it. But I will say this, it's odd seeing him doing caricatures, right? It's not it doesn't track. Here we have the rock and roll memorabilia introducing the Dead Elvis collection. This is artist Timothy Shammy and writers Joe Raiola and David Shane. Timothy Shammy's an interesting dude. Not only did he work at Mad Magazine, but he also um, made a bunch of logos for NFL teams, like several NFL teams. He did the logos for, and I mean, I guess like somebody's got to do it, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that a Mad Magazine dude did it, right? And those logos are usually pretty iconic. Um, I do have to say that I really enjoy this type of um, like the fake catalog. Um, they would do it every once in a while, and it was a lot of fun. Um, Catalogs are something that I don't know. Do they even exist anymore? Probably not. Catalogs were so much fun to look through. I loved catalogs, and I would as a young boy, I'd like circle things that I wanted. Look through the Sharper Image catalog. Look through toy catalogs. Look through like I don't know. Catalogs were the shit, man. I hope they come back. They won't come back, will they? Um, be a real honky tonk cat. I'm not. How about this one? Fat. the real heavyweights of rock CD collection. Biggie Smalls, Meatloaf, and these days Stevie Nicks. They're just a few of pop music's legendary lard asses in this featured in this oversized and overpriced 6 CD box set. 6 bloated CDs stuffed with 134 songs, each by one of your favorite obese recording artists singing about what they love most. Food! Featuring I Believe I Can Fry, something about the way you cook tonight. If you want to be my blubber, heft in the middle, and my heartburn will go on, includes 72-page cookbooklet with recipes from Elvis, John Popper, Aretha Franklin, and that fat chick from Wilson Phillips. What a brutal, what a, what a brutal send up. My God. Amigos for Hire, the Macarena Boys. Oh, that was a classic. They're still taking that to the bank. Hanson's Greatest Hits. Sure, autographs are nice, but for the serious collector, nothing beats owning God, they go too far sometimes. Bodily fluids of your favorite rock heroes. That's why we're pleased to offer, while supplies last, these unique 1 ounce vials filled with genuine ooze from the faces of pop's premier pint-sized pubescent powerhouse, Hanson. Each handsome, freshly squeezed vial comes with a detailed dermatological analysis and a certificate of authenticity signed by noted acne expert Dr. Grady Pounder. Mm, glop. God, who wrote this one? Oh, yeah, Joe Raiola and David Shane. I already said. Here's something you don't see that often, and that is a Sergio Aragones cartoon, like a one-page cartoon. That's it. The television commercial. Oh, look at Yo quiero Taco Bell. Oh, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. I can still. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Um, I'm not gonna dwell on this. You know I love it. I know you love it. It's Spy versus Spy by Peter Cooper, right? Like, what more can you say? We're going to spend a little bit of time on this 11 ways Jeopardy contestants can really piss off Alex Trebek. So, this is a pretty cool one. The This is the same cover artist, obviously, and mostly taken. I mean, wait a second. No, hold on. I have to. Okay, cover artist David O'Keefe. This artist is David O'Keefe, but it's a totally different sculpt. That's interesting. I guess if you're going to be on the cover, like, you're going to take time, make it really perfect. But then why wouldn't you? I wonder if you did this first and they were like, we want you to do the cover too. Um, it's fun. This is so much fun. It's so cool to see, like, such a different style of art in this. Um, Here we go. Answer: he's the most pompous game show host on television. Question: who is Alex Trebek? For a guy who's about a step and a half up from small town weatherman on the TV food chain, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek is awfully snooty. Each night, Old Al looms smugly behind his podium in his complimentary Perry Ellis wardrobe, ready to look down his mustache at the first player who accidentally mispronounces Machu Picchu. Well, it's time to fight back and put Canada's 14th most important celebrity in his place with Mad's Guide to 11 ways contestants can really piss off Alex Trebek. Oh, in my book, bump him down to 15th, right behind Kyle Bridget. Kyle Bridget, you're the new 14th most important Canadian celebrity. Um, Ask for categories that aren't there. Let's take a look at our categories: potent potables, history, French painters, opera, quotes, and national monuments. Stan, you're our returning champion, so we'll begin with you. Okay, I'll take the comic strip Nancy for 100. Oh my God, this is good. When Alex interviews you, try one of these. Sell your interview time to advertisers. A returning champion, Stan Mulgrew, a law student at Stanford. I bet your winnings will go a long way to help paying tuition. Well, Alex, either that or it'll help me buy plenty of these extra pairs of glasses from Lens Crafters. Between tapings yesterday, I stopped in and boom, I had a new pair of glasses in about an hour and at a reasonable price. Answer all of Alex's questions in the form of a question. Okay, thanks, Stan. Let's move on to our next contestant, Cindy Chalmers of Easton, South Carolina. So, Cindy, I see here that you have three children. Yes, who are Jill, Ben, and John? Um, Cute. Cindy, anyway, you work in an insurance company where what are data processing and claims analyses? Let's move on. Our last contestant is, oh, forget it. Or write something other than your name on the screen. Dorks. This is also, I wonder, is this at the time when Saturday Night Live was also sending up um, Jeopardy? Or I think this may have been a little bit after it. Ringing with titles from Jerry Springer Show and Don't Give Up. How about what are stripper wars? No. What is clan frontation? No. How do you hate my sex? Do you hate my sexy occupation? Will you shut up? I'm sleeping with your sister. That's not even the form of a question. This is great. This is such good writing, man. I love this. Oh my goodness. Who wrote this? Charlie Richards. Golly, how much did Charlie Richards get to do? Charlie Richards. Oh my gosh, he's like this is like his third thing. Yeah. Just 95, then 98, 99, three things in 99, and then July of 2000. That was it. Oh my goodness. Uh, Sing during the Final Jeopardy theme music. This is Final Jeopardy. Having trouble with this category. Today's champ. It won't be me. Don't know Greek mythology. Oh, my friends don't watch this show. I forget how it goes after that. Um, what fun, dude. What a fun little surprise in this issue of Mad Magazine. Goodness gracious. A mad look at nurses. I might scoot through this as well because we're at like 22 and there's still a lot more to go. Wait, or is there? What are my notes saying? Um, oh, Monroe and the Walkathon. God, you guys, you know I love Monroe, but I think I need to get to stuff that you don't see every time and things that I don't talk about incessantly. Here is written by John Caldwell, drawn by James Warhola, responses to kids' letters to Socks and Buddy. Um, from the desk of Socks. Dear Ling Ho, thanks for your letter. Your Siamese, Mao, sounds like a real character. I'm afraid your question about missile technology is far too complicated for me. My expertise begins and ends with balls of yarn. So I forwarded your letter and generous check over to the Democratic National Committee. I'm sure some wirehead there can tell you all about geographical coordinates of San Diego and stuff like that. Your most favored pal, Socks. Office of the First Canine Buddy. Dear Larry, thanks for your letter and the nice photo of Harley. He looks like one rugged collie. I, in answer to your question, no, there isn't really a White House doghouse that I'm sharing with my master. Your parents are merely employing what is known as a metaphor, like giving someone the cold shoulder or the silent treatment. In closing, I hate to give you the bum's rush, but I have bigger fish to fry. All the best, buddy. I don't know. I thought those were pretty fun. And then I do want to spend just a tad on, yes, you guessed it. No, you didn't guess it because I never do this. Um, a movie parody, Flushmore. Um, it's a comedic movie, so it's like, how do you parody this? However, I did wanna look at it because I love this movie, and, um, it's just kinda cool to see these characters that I know and actors that I really enjoy as, like, drawn up in Mad. Um, it's pretty great. If you haven't seen this movie, it is brilliant. It's one of the best movies that What's His Face ever did. I don't know, I think maybe he could have done a better job on, Bill Murray, but, overall, I mean, David Schwartzman is like he nailed that. He nailed that just absolutely perfectly. It's superb. This whole, like, set of illustrations is just fantastic. Um, Not a misplaced brush stroke, all right? That is what I will say to that. That's right. This is the one I really wanted to spend some time on, and that's the Matt's Parental Guide to Internet Websites. Charles Atkins, writer Desmond Devlin. And this, you guys, I know for a lot of you, this is like, you'll remember this. Internet like 1.0 is, it's amazing. Like, it was, if you weren't there to experience the original, like that first main, I was going to say the original internet. I didn't experience the original internet. Like that was um, a little, that was a little bit before my time of joining it. But I guess this is like the mass produced internet, the internet that was ready for the general consumer, not like the the bulletin boards, the BBS or whatever. Um, it was a magical time, and you could find these weird websites that people would put up, and they were full of like crazy backdrops and clip art and gifs and buttons that looked really 3D, and it was I don't know. An amazing time, and, um, it was, uh they captured it. They captured it really well. Desmond Devlin and this artist captured it so perfectly. The cyber casino provides a pure, healthy Las Vegas experience without the greasy, all-you-can-eat buffets of bacos and or bacos and roast pork, thereby emphasizing the value of a good diet. This hectic world, allowing a youngster to hit on 15, gives him a positive, nonviolent way to diffuse stressful situations. Matt's rating, educational. Worldwide charities, we have dirty, filthy sluts. I feel like I shouldn't say that loud. Um, Awarded Site of the Month by Charlie Sheen. You will uh, remember that before the whole like Tiger Blood meltdown of Charlie Sheen, a whole decade before, Charlie Sheen was having meltdowns, um, which is, it's kind of fun. And then you had stuff like this on the original internet, Church of Charles Manson, um, all sorts of fun conspiracy theory websites. It was, it was an amazing place. This, I didn't even read it. I just looked at it and felt nostalgic. That's what I did. Um, and of course, we're going to end here with the celebrity cause of death betting odds. Wait, no, we aren't going to end here because I want to look at the back cover. I just, I got distracted. Howard Stern, whacked by Jewish, gay, black, feminist, moral majority hit squad, 2-1. First ever death penalty handed down by the FCC, 10-1. Tragic enlarger mishap, 20-1. Struck by falling stage light while taping primetime Christmas special with Kathy Lee Gifford, 35-1. That's actually very likely from him now, right? He might do something like that. He's so different than how he was. Caught in freak breast implant explosion during show, chokes on chicken bone at press club's tribute to Don Imus. This guy is so different than how he was before. And here we got another great strip by Michael Gallagher and Tom Bunk. So I had to like move my head to like read the title. What a jerk. Oh, it's so perfect. Michael Gallagher and Tom Bunk are a pretty awesome pair. Michael Gallagher knows how to write for Tom Bunk. That's for sure. You guys, please remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.